Come on. Yeah.
What the deal is, people? It's your man Rebel, aka Shy, reporting for Shy City. And today, as you can see, I got a special guest with me, my homegirl Tricey, aka Listen to Your Heart. What's going on?
Okay.
So, we know that you wrote a book called My Life's Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them where they can get that from and a little bit about that before we delve into today's topic.
My Life's Journey is available at Doris Records, New Style Records, True Bethel, Zion Dominion, and you can get it offline at www.latriceglean.com.
All right, I see you doing your thing, and you also hosting a show called Where They Do That at Wednesdays, and that's Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, right?
Yep.
On Facebook and Skype, so make sure y'all tune into that. And what do you know your next topic for that? You want to give a shout out to that?
Yeah, next week we're talking about cheating females. Somebody asked me to talk about why females cheat, so we're going to get into that. And the older lady asked me to talk about that, so we're going to touch bases on that. And we're going to flip it, because we always flip it on the men, too, so it'll be about men and females cheating.
Word. I'm going to have to call in and come by or something so I can add my little 2 cents to that.
You got to get on Skype.
On Skype? All right. So, nigga, you can't come over. You got to get on Skype.
Nah, you can come over.
All right. So, today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, came from a friend of mine. She's going to remain anonymous for now. She wanted us to talk about women who take care of themselves but don't take care of their kids. You know what I mean? She said they go out to the club all G'd up and their daughter's hair not done and their son's clothes all dirty.
Talk about it.
Wow.
Talk about it.
I mean, this is a very, very serious subject. It's not something I could honestly say that's too close to, me, because, my children's mother, they take care of my kids. I make sure that, they make sure that. So, I mean, I'm glad this is not a situation that I have to deal with firsthand, but, I mean, overall, I could just say that shit is trifling.
It's sad.
It is. It's no reason for that. You know what I mean? Like, if you have the means to take care of the household and take care of yourself and get your clothing and get all of these things, your child should come first.
Right.
Never should you be going out all the time, first of all, when you have small children, because they need that time, they need that love, they need that guidance, they need, education. A parent is a child's first teacher, first and last teacher, you know what I'm saying? Because the things that you say to them, supposed to be, right. Let's get that right, supposed to be. So the things that you say to that child will affect them and impact them the rest of their lives, and it helps determine what kind of person they're going to be. So, I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I don't have any kids. But if I did, that would be my number one priority. Unfortunately, Buffalo, not just Buffalo, but a lot of places, they got it twisted. Clubbing is their number one priority.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make sure they get their hair, their nails done. They got to go to the mall at least 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And they out in the club at least 3-4 times a week. Where are your kids at? I'm a school bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
I go to school for early childhood, so I see kids on a regular basis.
Uh-huh.
Kids with no hats on, kids with no scarves, no gloves. It's 10 degrees outside, Kids with sneakers and no socks. I mean,
with that going on, I'm about to start a daycare. When all y'all ass at the club, I'm getting paid watching y'all badass kids.
Please, I just want to know where your kids at when you out 3-4 times a week. You got a job, Don't get me wrong. A lot of these people do have jobs.
Right. But
where are your kids at? I don't get it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, but another thing too is you out clubbing 3 or 4 nights a week, and only reason why you spending all this money getting your nails done and your hair done and this little skimpy outfit that you probably too fat to wear is because you going out there trying to attract some guys.
Yes.
And then y'all be calling one of us talk about these no good niggas and why they ain't doing this and that, because you in the club.
And then the men go to their house
right.
and talk about them.
Their
house look a mess.
That's the worst.
But they look like $1 million, but their house is a mess. Their room ain't clean.
Right. I mean, me personally, it's two things. Like me, when I meet a female, when I meet her, I don't want to see her, all G'd up as she, they like to say. I want to meet her when she just ran out the house with some sweats and maybe her hair tied up. Because if you're beautiful to me like that, then I know it can only get better. The other way around, you meet them with all the makeup and the weave and the nails and the high heels and push-up bras and shit. You're going to be disappointed the next day. I might roll over and be like, who the hell is this? Like, what the hell?
Everybody wear push-up bras.
But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, women have a lot of enhancers, and I would rather see you without those in the beginning. If you choose to wear those enhancers, I want to see you without those first. But, like I said, a lot of women, they do these things to attract these guys, and then you give guys reason to talk about you.
And they be dirtbag guys. Hello? Dirtbag guys.
Mm-hmm. I
had some, so I ain't into it.
Yeah, I used to be one. I'm not going to front. I used to be one. I'm retired now, though. I'm retired. But I hope so.
Club.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that at 30.
Yeah, no, you can't. I'm trying to find me a winter wifey right now, so holla at your boy.
Better keep looking. Keep looking.
But this situation goes both ways too. You got the guys, that's riding around, got dubs on the V. You know what I mean? They blowing hella smoke. They doing this. They got the best outfits. You know what I mean? Diamonds everywhere, or fake diamonds, whatever.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? You're not bringing diapers home to your kids. You're not spending no time, most importantly, with this kid. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you feel about that? About the guys, like?
Well, unfortunately, I know quite a few guys. They're in their kids' life, but they don't put in the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They'd rather, like you said, be out at the club. And if they're not at the club, they at home with their boys, and they drinking and smoking. And it's like, okay, when you going to get your kids? Can you get your kids for 1 weekend out of the year? Seriously. They want to see them at Christmas, see them, buy gifts and see them, not spend no time with them. I don't understand. I don't. That's why I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it.
I think
you in or you out.
I think a lot of these situations occur, whether it's with the male or the female or with both, is because a lot of these people didn't take the time to mature before they started having kids. You're never going to be completely ready, but after you have a child or you got a child on the way, you got to start stepping it up then. You can't wait thinking a baby is going to mature you or still continue to live the way you lived when you were young and single without kids. You can't do that. Your life has to change and change drastically. Your money is going to change. Your lifestyle is going to change. Your time, your scheduling, all of that's going to change. And I know that might scare some people, but that's just the truth. That's reality. And if that, the problem for you, you should have thought about that before you started doing the do. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I can say that because I was in that situation myself, so I don't think I'm just talking about people or pointing the finger, you know what I mean? Because I also point the finger at myself. When I knew I had my first son on the way, man, I was nervous as a hooker in church. I ain't gonna front. I was nervous and paranoid. I was like, I don't know. But, I made a lot of mistakes, but the thing is, I learned from them and I'm trying. You got to step up and be the best man and father that you could be for your kids. Or your kids is going to be one of the kids on the news or in the graveyard or something like that. And this is what you don't want.
And the parents, your parents need to take a step back. When you have a child, your parent need to take a step back and don't be involved so much. Because there's a lot of people that their parents had a kid, and why? Some parents got custody of their grandkids, I think that's sad. You don't got your kids at home, your mom got your kids, got custody of your kids, but you out all the time balling.
Yeah.
That's the bottom.
We don't do that.
For real?
Shit. Like I said, a lot of that just goes to this young mind frame that these people have when they have kids, and they're not ready to change. But
at what age do you change? We 30 and up.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what age you have a child at. If you have a child young, then you got to grow up fast. You know what I'm saying? And to piggyback what you said, I like what you said about the grandparents not getting so involved because this is not putting any pressure on the parents to step up and be better parents. It's like, oh, well, I could drop little Tay-Tay off at my mom's house, and then we to the club, you know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, the males and the females is doing that. And the guys, they just like, well, shoot, little man with his mama, shoot, we to the club or to the bar, or, you know, we out with these sluts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they do.
Wait a minute, you said smut?
I said smut.
What is a smut?
You come on, Tricey.
I'm just saying.
You know what a smut is.
What is a smut?
It's a loose in the booty ass little girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like a slut, a whore.
So
you know what I mean?
Smut.
Yeah, smut.
Okay,
She's like.
the word. I'm for real.
All right.
Smut. It sounds like a dog, like a mutt.
Well, yeah, it's not meant to be a nice word.
Okay. Smut.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just parents. Be better parents. You know, Buffalo in the clubs is not going anywhere. They really not, and it's the same people every week. Yeah. I mean, there's two things about Buffalo clubs. Number one, it's Buffalo. Bars.
Yeah, let me rephrase that, because there are no clubs in Buffalo. First of all, they're only bars. Second of all, if you go anywhere out of town and then come back and go out in Buffalo, you'll realize that this party scene is garbage. It's terrible as well. And I do understand that we live here and we have to do something. You need an outlet. But in moderation, people.
Can we go skating?
Yeah, what happened to that? Oh, man. Club skate jam, man. I used to be getting it in.
That's a little car.
That's the beginning of my horror stages. I used to pick them up and freak them on the dance floor. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, skating, you know, something positive. Or, you know, even things you could take your children to. Like my son, he's a dancer. He goes to, you know, the battle at Buffalo, and like his mom is really involved with that. You know what I mean? And I take him to dance class. You know, we take turns taking him to dance class. He had a full scholarship to a dance school. You know what I mean? Positive things for the kids. You know what I mean? And I post videos up of them all the time. If you haven't seen it, you know, go check them out. Check them out.
Sweet with it.
Yeah. But look, did he get that from you? Definitely did not.
He's sweet with it. He over Chris Brown right now.
Yeah, by the time you get Chris, you know, he'll be doing big things. Big things. So, people, take care of your damn children. The club's not bars. I'm sorry. The Buffalo bar scene is not going anywhere. And honestly, if you sit back and ask yourself, what am I getting from this scene? You getting drunk, hangovers, chlamydia, crabs, dumps, war stories, beat up, your weed pulled out, your windows busted. All of this stuff when you could be at home spending quality time with your children.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anything
not
else?
saying everybody in the club get all that.
No, not everybody. Like I said, you do need an outlet. I go out once in a while and get my little thing on, but in moderation, every once in a while. Because another thing too, the Buffalo bar scene, I'm not trying to get shot up. You know, I got kids to feed out here.
I'm so young now. I can't do it. I can't.
You know, even every once in a while when I do want to go out, my friends don't want to go. They're like, nah, I'm not. You know, I'm not messing with that. I have some friends over with, bust some spades and, you know, watch a movie or something, and that's cool too. But like every once in a while, I like to get out there and see what's out there. And
I do go out.
Yeah.
But only to a select different place. Like, I'll go to the Nugget.
Yeah.
I like chilling with the old heads.
Yeah, see, the old heads, because they want to get in there and try to be young and do them dances. With do the new dances with their one bum leg. Yeah, girl. So, yeah.
I do the blush every now and again. You know, they got the karaoke. I like to do stuff like that.
See, I've never been to blush, so, you know, holla at your boy and they say, hey, go up there.
We do karaoke. Oh, yeah, you sing.
Yeah.
I can try.
Yeah, I might not do so good. Yeah, all the people looking at me. I get nervous.
Find out you ain't shy.
Huh?
You ain't shy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're shy too.
It's only with certain things though.
Okay. Well, karaoke is fun. I can't sing, but I try.
You can't sing, but you try.
I try.